Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating 3 looks and also reviewing the Kaleidos Electro-Turquoise palette. So let me show you the palette. It's such a unique packaging. It's a very slippery and it's got like a sheen on it, if you can see. It's so beautiful and I love the size. I think you could travel with this easily. And it has a magnetic closure that's pretty strong. So the overall presentation and first impression of this brand has been really great. It looks like they definitely put in a lot of thought and time. So when you open up the palette, this is what it looks like. It's got like a mirror. It has this transparent plastic sheet over the shades with the names, and I feel like this is super annoying and it keeps falling out, and then I have to make sure that I put it back properly in order to close it so that the plastic doesn't get stuck in the side and then it won't close. So I'm tempted to just throw it out, but then I won't know the shades and I would have to look up the shades every time I'm using this palette and doing a tutorial or for an Instagram look. So I really hope that in the future they consider putting the names underneath all the pans. I feel like for the amount of money that this packaging must have cost them, they should have included these shades below the pans and just had it printed. But those are just my honest thoughts, because otherwise this packaging is so luxurious. And the color story, of course, is so stunning and so unique. And I just feel like it's very different from everything else that's out there. And it's even, do I dare say, a little ballsy. But let's just jump into the 3 looks that I created, and I will tell you my thoughts on the palette at the end of this video. and this is the third one, as you can see and you saw in the intro, and I love this palette so much. So let me tell you about each of the individual shades. I did use all of them throughout the 3 looks. So the first shade I'm going to talk about is Hologram, and it's like a silver shimmer, and it's very flaky. It definitely needs glitter glue. It's like silver, but the yellow-green shift, it's really beautiful, but there's quite a bit of fallout with this shade. Next shade over, we have Easter Egg, and this is such a beautiful aqua shade. I had absolutely no issues with blending or pigmentation. It was really beautiful, very soft to the touch, highly pigmented and blendable. No complaints at all. Next is probably the most Halloween orange I have in a palette, and this is Game Over, which I have on my eyes right now. And I do feel like this look is a little bit Halloweenish, but I kind of dig it. And I definitely plan on using this orange in October. It will be so good for Halloween looks. This shade is so pigmented, very easily blendable, very, very soft and highly pigmented, as you can see. And the only thing is, I do feel like it's a little bit chalky, just a little bit when you start really packing it on, and you can kind of overpack it and it looks a little bit chalky. But other than that, I think this is a great addition to this color story in this palette. Then we have Boss, which is a beautiful metallic shimmery aqua shade. And this one's also a bit flaky, but I definitely recommend a glitter glue. I don't think this will last, especially on hooded eyes. I think it would end up everywhere. Next is Level Up, which is a beautiful deep turquoise color. And I was a little afraid of how this was going to blend out. I think this is one of those shades that might be a little harder to formulate, but it was super buttery and very pigmented and easy to blend out. So easy. I think the formula in general in this palette is so good. And lastly, there's Glitch, which is kind of like this grungy olive toned dark brown, and I thought at first it was a little bit of a strange tone to be adding into this palette, but it does add a lot to this unique color story, and it's very pigmented and very blendable. I have no issues, but overall I really love the formula of the mattes in these, and the shimmers are beautiful. I am not the biggest fan of flaky shimmers, but I don't mind it as long as I use a sticky base that dries down, so I'm not too worried. I really think that the formula overall and just the color scheme and the packaging and everything together is so amazing that it makes me really excited to keep using this palette, and I'm definitely going to be reaching for it quite a bit. So those are all my thoughts on this palette. Let me know in the comments below if you have this palette or another Kaleidos makeup palette, and I would love to hear your thoughts. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.